Hey, in this video I want to talk about my experience thus far of being an evening TA with General Assembly following my boot camp. I initially wanted to do it because I enjoy helping people, and it's a part-time job, so of course I wanted to get paid. But I kind of want to touch on the benefits that I've received thus far with being a TA following my boot camp. So I finished WDI 18 in San Francisco, and I'm currently the evening TA for the students that are currently in a WDI. That would be 19, 20, and 21. So there are technically 3 classes going on right now, and potentially up to 60 to 70 students that may need help. So I want to kind of touch on my hours, which are 5:30 to 8:30 twice a week, so not a big commitment. A couple people are doing 3 days a week, but essentially all you need to do is let your course producer know that you're interested, and you can sign up and start working. Make pretty good money, and since it's only about 6 or 7 hours a week, not too much of a commitment. But what I've experienced thus far is that teaching is much more difficult than actually understanding something. So when you understand a topic, especially with something that's so new like this is to most of you, then having to teach it is requiring you to activate a different part of your brain, and really, it's really necessary that you have a deep understanding of what you're talking about so that others will understand and clear up their questions. So my first day, I didn't really go in prepared. I didn't study what they had looked at during the day, and I was asked questions that I covered in my boot camp during the first part of my course. So it's not something I didn't know, but it required me a few minutes to actually look up and ensure that I had the correct answers for them. Because one of the important things to remember when you're an evening TA is they are coming to you with questions because you have the answers. And if you don't have the answers, then you're not very helpful, which has been kind of difficult to stomach when there's been a couple times where I haven't had the exact answer and haven't been able to help them fully. So the benefits that I'm receiving thus far are the ability to see their notes in their class and see things that are presented to them a little differently than my course was, so that I'm able to see some information taught in a different way. I'm also able to get a refresher on things that I learned in my boot camp. So these are basics. They may seem like fundamental stuff, and they aren't difficult to relearn, but the process of relearning does take a few minutes, and in some cases maybe 20 to 30 minutes of a refresher in your own right, maybe looking back on a past project or past exercises that you did. This would be like object-oriented programming with JavaScript, maybe using Ajax, grabbing JSON data using Ajax, things like that you may have forgotten, and it's good to refresh and have that better understanding so that when a question is asked of you from a student, and remember that they may not be asking the best question, they may have the wrong idea of what's going on, you're able to help them fully and give them a good reason and response so that they then understand it in their own way of thinking. So thus far I've worked about 2 or 3 weeks. I've done this, so I've probably worked maybe 6 or 7 days, and I've really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend to you out there, if you were taking the boot camp, to do this after your course. It has been a little stressful. There have been moments where I've been asked questions on topics that I wasn't comfortable with. However, sitting down with the student, going over it fully, going through the documentation, and in a way I'm almost teaching myself while I'm teaching the student. It's been really helpful. There have been a few holes in my learning that I have now picked up on, and due to being an evening TA, I have now fixed those holes, and I actually can confidently say that I am a better developer today than I was 6 or 7 evenings ago in terms of teaching. There have been a few things that I've gotten better at and improved simply by having to teach others. And there have been a few times where I've been asked something and I didn't fully know it. However, I had a pretty good idea, so I kind of gave them a vague answer, and I walked with them through their code, and in the process I kind of understood what they were asking more fully, and thus was able to give them a better response. So this video is really short. Just wanted to touch on being an evening TA. Highly recommend it. We have probably 7 or 8 students in my course that are doing it, and you can still apply for jobs through the course, in your free time while you're doing evening TA. And if you get a job and you can't do evening TA anymore, then you can just stop. It's not an issue at all. So low commitment, you learn a lot, you're able to help others, which is very beneficial, and you're able to kind of relearn things that you might have forgotten in your course. So Hope this video helped. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I'd be glad to help out. And feel free to subscribe. Love to have you follow me on my journey to becoming a web developer in the tech industry. Thanks so much for watching.